You are listening to the Camp Prison's website exclusive podcast thing. Enjoy or die.
But yeah, the first topic, and this is a piece of news that's obviously quite fresh. It's the Rogue One trailer.
Oh yes, of course.
So
of course.
you've watched it, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you think, Zenzic, about the Rogue One trailer?
I'm looking forward to it. I think. Yeah. It's just a teaser trailer almost. So there's not that much in it. It's lots of screenshots and stuff. Not screenshots, but like snippets of scenes. You do get to see. I won't, spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched the trailer. But you do get to see the Death Star being built when they put the big cart in the head.
You know what my question about that is at the end of episode 3, you actually see that's installed on the Death Star. So I'm not, because in the trailer it looks like the Death Star's just been finished. That's the final piece of the puzzle.
Piece going in, yeah.
But it doesn't. It seems like it doesn't fit continuity. But I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something.
Maybe that's a scene. Maybe that's supposed to be recorded while it's still being built. So maybe before the third movie, as it is. Is it the third movie? It is.
Yeah, it was at the end of the Avengers stuff. Yeah.
So it was. Yeah. So it's probably. It depends how long the story of Rogue One takes place. I'm not sure how long it is. Probably doesn't take over long that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that long because all it is getting the Death Star plans. Which, spoiler alert, they do. If you've seen the original trilogy,
yeah. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like continuity is something they forget.
But I've watched it a few times now, and it looks like it'll be a pretty awesome film. Now, I would say in terms of like the best clip from it, what is your favourite clip?
See, I haven't watched it.
You're like 2 seconds, they always do like fade to black.
Yeah. It's like something else.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I have actually watched it a lot since I was on holiday, so I didn't really get a lot because it came out when I was over there, so I didn't really get a lot of time to watch it. But I think it's quite cool when you see this shot of is it Jin? Her name is.
Her name it's JYN. It probably is mentioned in the trailer, but I was too fixated on. The nostalgia of the Stormtroopers.
Because I think it said Jin, but Jin sounds better, so I'm going to go with that.
You say Jin, I'll say Jin.
We can be right when it comes in.
Yeah, there's a happy medium in this video, right?
Unless it comes to the movie and it's actually pronounced like Eric, but you know.
It's like the silent Q. It's like what?
Well, yeah, Jin. It's cool when I like seeing when she's wearing the Imperial stuff. Because obviously it seems like she was part of the Imperials, either like an informant or was one.
So that's the very end shot, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So are you... See, to me that is she's went undercover.
Yeah,
because the trailer builds it up as if like she's now evil.
Yeah.
But
to me I can't tell if it's either she is undercover, so she was originally with the Resistance and then was put in undercover.
Well, the way it started, because when she was brought into the Rebellion, it would be the Alliance to restore the Rebellion.
Yeah, of course,
restore the Republic, I should say.
Yeah.
So when she's brought in, I believe it's that she was like just a sort of mercenary or something, because she says something along the lines of, I'm a rebel already, I'll join the rebels.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So it seems like she was a mercenary or something. Maybe she did do some stuff for the Empire, it's not sure, but... It seems like she's obviously now going to be.
So she's almost, from the sounds of things, almost like Han Solo-esque in the way that what I mean. Like she sounds like maybe she's getting dragged into the conflict more. Yeah,
she's not 100% sort of like. She's not really caring about her morals, but if the price is right and stuff, she'll come and do
exactly.
it. Sort of
That's pretty cool, actually.
But yeah, it does look pretty cool. I'd say my best scene, the favourite scene, is when you see the AT-ATs and the it's like kind of like the sort of forest in the background or whatever it is, and then it looks like the rebels are having a bad day.
Oh yeah, a bad day at the office. Is that when it's set from the rebels' perspective and they're coming towards them and it's shooting them?
All you see is just the AT-ATs just swinging their heads.
Its head about it and it aims at the camera almost. And that was pretty cool actually. I like that.
I like the new, like with the different directors and stuff with Star Wars, they're making they're doing all these shots that George Lucas would have never have done. Notice that, and just seeing the AT-ATs from the ground perspective just shows how huge they are and how menacing the Empire are. So I really like that.
It's good
take on it. Yeah, and I've got written here stupid stormtroopers. Now what I mean by that is there's different designs of stormtroopers in this trailer. There's at least 2 new stormtroopers.
Are you talking about the ones that are kind of a greeny
colour? Yeah, and you've also got white ones with like different masks and stuff. Yeah. And I really do like that, and I like that they're adding it in, but it makes no sense because we don't see them in the original trilogy. So they must just be special forces for... Maybe they got disbanded, or maybe they just weren't needed. You know that scene where it's got the cloaked figure, and he seems... Well, there's actually 2 royal guards at the side. That's cool to see them back.
Yeah.
Which makes me question... Do you think that is Palpatine in the sort of... It looks like a cryogenic sort of stasis pod. And you know, Sidious was trying to find the key to like sort of sustaining his life and stuff. So maybe he was like, going to freeze myself. We've not got any rivals right now.
Yeah, no, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good point. It could be trying to, because as you said, at that point there really wasn't any resistance. Yeah. So he would be looking into how to keep himself alive. Sorry. So, no, there's a good chance he would be in that. I haven't watched the trailer that much, so I wouldn't know what.
And then next question is because in front of the the pod was a sort of cloaked figure. Do you remember seeing that?
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah.
Who do you think that is?
I'm thinking.
It could be Vader. He could be like, "Yo, Palpy, wake up." But it doesn't look like his sort of his stature.
And there would be no reason to have Vader in a different, you know what I mean, in a different outfit that is his original, in my opinion. Like,
unless he just came out the bath.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think there'd be a reason to put him in any form of different outfit when at the end of number 3 he's already got the Vader outfit as it is. So
I mean, it must be my theory is it must be Mads Mikkelsen's character. He's like the sort of main bad guy in it.
Okay.
So it only makes sense, right? But
whether who he actually is in continuity with.
I mean, that's up for other people to say as well. So you know, if you just tell us what you think is who is it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Have you got an idea? Let us know.
My last point here is we've got another female protagonist.
Yes.
And if you type in Jyn Erso, I'm still calling her Jyn, if you type that into Google, the first page is just filled with backlash over another female lead, and it's like, why? Like, it's just, a lot of people are hating on this. Yeah. And I know what you personally actually retweeted your tweet.
I've already been to Twitter for
just remind everyone, what's your opinion on this female lead?
As I said on Twitter, right, you only, at the end of the day, technically speaking, you've only got 2 choices about who you can make your lead, unless you're making your lead an animal, right?
Yeah, and they'll literally be on a lead. Sorry, I told you there'd be bad banter at the start of this, right?
Banter. No. I think, like, because you see people's backlashes and they're like, oh no, Disney's trying too hard to be, you know, like, morally right, I guess, socially right with being like, oh, equal opportunities for everyone. You know what I mean? And it's like, and now people are sort of thinking, well, they're just going to do it with every movie. Like, I saw a tweet, where it was like, I bet Han Solo will even be a female in his movie. And I'm like, I think you just need to take a step back and, like, realise you can't, you know what I mean? Like, as I said, there's only really 2 choices, a male or a female. You know, like, it shouldn't really make a difference who the lead is. Like, if it was a male, they probably would complain as well, though. That's the only problem I have. Is that the people who complain about these small details are the people who would complain if the opposite was still in effect. So they'd see a male and be like, oh, another male, Disney's slacking in that. And then they see a female and they're on the same again. I think it's just preposterous, honestly.
I'm totally on the same boat. I think I don't really see the problem with it. Because I know we've had female, like, sort of big characters in the past with Padme, Leia and stuff like that. But they've not not actually had a lead up until now with Rey and stuff. So I think that, you know, it's something that's not been done in the George Lucas era. Like, so we may as well sort of catch up now. I don't like the sex of the main character doesn't really. I'm not really bothered as long as the film's still good. There's still like you know, it's still you're still intrigued in the characters and stuff. Like,
I think it's also because Star Wars isn't a film which is very gender oriented, so. Like, the fact that the main character is either a male or a female doesn't really affect the tone of the movie as much. You know what I mean? because there's still, you know what's happening in Star Wars. You got the dark side versus the light side, regardless of who is the gender on that dark side or light side. It's still going to be the same battle. You know what I mean? Like, there is movies where the gender of the character is actually relevant. You know what I mean? But I guess in this case, it's not. Well, I don't mean that in a bad way, but I guess the gender isn't actually really that relevant that much. You know what I mean? Because it's like the story would still kind of be the same. It's just characters. You know what I mean? You're just making characters. So whether they be male and female is down more to character as opposed to story.
Like, it wouldn't make much of a difference if they had the exact same lines but with a male character.
Well,
it's still the same.
Yeah.
Point they're getting across that they're taking these plans and stuff.
Yeah, it's more like the character, the gender of the character is more for the, you know what I mean, the character itself, whether the character's a man or a woman. That's up to the person who's creating the character. It's not really like the story goes like this because they are a male or a female. When, you know what I mean, in other movies it might be a thing.